Alright, what's up? So, I want to take you guys through like a full day of eating today. It's almost 8 o'clock. I just made my breakfast. I got 6 slices of French toast. I have this every day. That's 6 slices of bread, 3 eggs, and then I'm going to use a half a cup of this sugar-free syrup. There's 35 calories in this per quarter cup, so 60 milliliters. And there's 100 calories in this per 30 milliliters. So you're getting almost 3 times the amount of calories in this per half the amount. So that's a good way to save calories. You can get some extra food in later in the day. But you could also find Walden Farms has a calorie-free syrup that's pretty good. But don't mess around too much with sugar alcohols because they will mess your stomach up. And also, I'm using this 15 grain bread. You can use whatever bread you want, but I just like this one just to try to get some more micronutrients. Like, I would not recommend using like a cinnamon raisin bread or anything like that that may have added sugars. Just use any type of plain bread, no fancy stuff at all. But or if you want to use the fancy stuff, then use it, but just track it and make sure you're getting what you need in and not just using whatever you want. But like I said, this is gonna be my breakfast, and I'm gonna head to work, and I'll see you for lunch. All right, what's up? So it's lunchtime now. It's 12:30. I'm gonna have just some spinach, some chicken, and I would have a sweet potato, but I'm gonna put a regular potato, bake that. So once I'm done making this, I'll show it to you. And then I want to talk about like goal setting and how I set my goals and how I plan my diet accordingly to fit those goals. So I'll see you in a second when I'm done making this, and I'll talk about that. All right. So I have about 6 ounces of chicken here, 88 grams of baked potato, some spinach, some no sugar added barbecue sauce, 15 calories in this versus like 120 I think in normal barbecue sauce, and then a little bit of this light French dressing. So with the French toast for the day, that'll put me at 1200 calories. I have 1300 left. So how I plan my diet, I start with the protein first, and I aim for 1 gram per pound of body weight. It should be per lean pound of body weight, so minus bone, fat, and water mass. But I'm training hard, very hard, doing a lot of cardio and stuff like that, so I upped it to 265 grams of protein, actually, which is a lot. And protein is very satiating too, so you might get full. It's hard for me to eat this much, to be honest. So after the protein, then comes carbs and fats. Carbs, I keep that under 200 grams, and then fats, I just keep that under 100. Not really too worried about if I hit those perfectly, like the numbers, but if I go over on my fats and under on the carbs, whatever. As long as I'm under the calories, it really doesn't matter. I'm still gonna lose weight. And when you're planning your diet, don't try to restrict anything. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but you don't want like that scarcity mindset, because then you're just going to fail. You're going to be thinking about all the things that you can't have, and you're just going to want those things even more. So what's better is try to fit in all the things that you want. Figure out ways that you can have them. Instead of thinking about all the things you can't have, try to figure out how you can have those things. Like barbecue sauce, right? I like barbecue sauce. This is 15 calories per 2 tablespoons. I'm sure I use way more than 2 tablespoons. I'm sure everybody else does too. The syrup, like I mentioned before, if you're a normal person, you're not weighing out a quarter cup. You're just putting the stuff on. So it's even more beneficial to maybe like dunk the French toast or waffles or whatever instead of putting it on top. So then you'll end up using less syrup. That's what I did today, and I didn't even use the full half a cup. So that's probably what I'm going to do in the future to minimize even more calories. And then I can make those calories up with actual whole foods that are going to fill me up and keep me satisfied throughout the day. So that's kind of just the basic gist of it. Obviously, like food choices and stuff come into play, how your body certainly or personally reacts to certain foods. Like I can't have dairy because I'll break out, so I have non-dairy cheese and almond milk and stuff like that. So you just have to experiment with you, see what works for your body and what doesn't, and then just be consistent with it and make small changes, and then along the way you will notice results, I guarantee it. So I'm gonna eat this lunch and then head back to work. I have chest and back today by myself. My friend's not going to be able to go, but I don't know if I'm going to get any clips of that. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to finish this and see you later. Alright, so this is gonna be my final meal. I have a quarter cup of red lentils, some spinach, 6 ounces of chicken, 16 ounces of 93.7 ground turkey. This tortilla wrap, which is 200 calories, however, you can definitely find one that's less calories. This is just the only one I had in the house. Same sauce, barbecue sauce, honey mustard, and that non-dairy cheese. But this is gonna be my last meal. That'll put me at the 2,300 calories for the day. I'm going to the gym at 8 o'clock. This is probably gonna take me like at least half an hour, 45 minutes to finish. It's a lot of food, but that's what happens when you eat clean. Like, I really recommend to make your own food if you can, just so you know what you're eating. And then after a while, like after 4 weeks, 5 weeks of making your own food and knowing what works in your body, you can kind of differ, like branch off and see other things and try other foods and stuff like that. But if you're trying to reach a specific goal, you have to do specific things. You got to take specific actions. And it's one step at a time. It's a slow process. Like, you can't just jump all the way into like doing the most extreme thing, because you have to start with the basics. You have to work your way into it and learn what works for you along the way, because you might just jump into one extreme thing and then it doesn't work at all, and then you just rebound and go extreme the other way, and then you're just 10 times worse than where you started, and that's just not how you want to do it. So tactical approach, smart, like I said, consistency with small changes along the way. But thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you later.